Every man wants power, but few understand the path. It starts with money, then comes respect, only then power. Tony Montana understood this, even if he walked a crooked path. Today, we extract the lessons without the blood, without the bullets, just raw truth. Welcome to Men of Power.
Down these back roads I've been roaming, trying to find my own way home. Long lost in this world so wide, searching for a place to lay my pride.
Section 1. The Mindset. A man is what he builds. Power isn't inherited, it's built, brick by brick, choice by choice. Tony Montana landed in America with nothing, just the scars of his past and a ruthless vision for his future. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't hope. He decided. That's the first law of the self-made man. Decide who you are before the world does. Most men today drift. Soft hands, soft minds, soft ambition. They want greatness, but chase comfort. That's not stoic. That's cowardice in disguise. The stoic man does not chase comfort, he chases clarity. Clarity of purpose, clarity of mission. Tony had that, even if his method was flawed. You don't need to emulate the crime, just the clarity. Section 2, Money First. Power begins with self-sufficiency. First, you need the money. That's not greed, that's reality. Without money, you're a beggar in the world of men. You're playing defense, you're compromising. Tony understood. Control the income, control the outcome. You don't need millions, you need leverage. You need options. Money gives you the right to say no, the right to walk away. It frees you from mediocrity, from dependence, from fear. In Stoicism, Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Tony flipped that. Have the means to never want again. Both are true. The Stoic controls his desire. The man of power controls the source. Section 3. Power through control, not rage. Tony lost the one thing that built him, control. And when control goes, power follows. He let ego lead. He let emotion dictate. He burned bridges because he confused fear with respect. You must be the opposite. Power isn't loud, it's silent. It's in your habits, your reactions, your ability to stay composed when the weak would break. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire through discipline, not dominance. Learn from both men, but live like the emperor, not the gangster. Don't flex your anger, control it. Don't demand loyalty, command it through your example. Discipline is the foundation. A man without control is a slave to his impulses, and no slave is powerful. Section 4. Respect is earned, not given. In the streets or in society, one truth remains. Respect is currency, but unlike money, it cannot be stolen. Tony wanted instant respect, so he bought it, forced it. But forced respect is fear, and fear does not last. True respect comes from consistency, from how you carry yourself when no one's watching, from your word, your work ethic, and your refusal to be average. The Stoic man earns respect not through intimidation, but through integrity. Be relentless in your standards. Show up early. Speak little, do much. Let your actions echo longer than your words. Want respect? Build a reputation no one can question. Quiet strength will always speak louder than forced bravado. Section 5. The Modern Man's Code. Be ruthless with your potential. You live in a world that sells you weakness as wisdom. They tell you masculinity is toxic, that ambition is greed, that power is corruption. But here's the truth. A weak man is a dangerous man. A man without purpose, without power, becomes bitter, aimless, easily controlled. Build your body, sharpen your mind, stack your money, train your soul. Your job is not to be liked, it's to be respected. Tony Montana burned out, but he never bowed. Let that be the difference. Be unstoppable without being unhinged. Be powerful, not reckless. Be stoic, not silent. Section 6. Environment shapes the warrior. You can't build strength in a weak environment. Look at Tony. He climbed from the slums, not despite them, but because of them. His hunger came from his surroundings, his ambition from seeing what he didn't want to be. The modern man, he numbs himself with comfort, entertainment, distractions. If you want power, stop feeding weakness. Audit your circle. Audit your input. Eliminate anything that doesn't sharpen you. The Stoic man engineers his environment. He removes noise. He designs discipline. The battlefield is your life, and every weapon or weakness around you is your responsibility. Section 7. Mental fortitude, the real flex. Strength isn't how much you lift, it's how much you endure. When Tony was cornered, outnumbered, betrayed, he didn't fold. That's what made him feared. But again, learn from the fire, not the fall. The modern warrior doesn't flex biceps, he flexes resilience. Stoic men don't react, they respond, in silence, with control, with power. Marcus Aurelius endured loss, war, betrayal, and kept writing truth. Build that kind of mental muscle. Be the man who doesn't panic, who doesn't break. Not because life is easy, but because he is prepared. Section 8. Loyalty. Earn it, don't demand it. Tony made one fatal mistake. He demanded loyalty before proving leadership. True loyalty is earned. It's not bought with money, it's forged in fire. If you are a man who betrays himself, his words, his goals, his values, why should anyone else follow you? The Stoic way is simple. Be loyal to your mission first. Loyalty to others follows naturally when you lead with consistency, not charisma. Want a loyal circle? Be the kind of man others trust in a storm. Section 9. Wisdom over emotion. The greatest battles are won before they're fought, in the mind. Tony had vision, but lacked wisdom. His emotions overruled his strategy. That's why he crumbled. Men of power are not driven by emotion. They're grounded in reason. They study patterns. They learn from history. Every decision is calculated, not impulsive. Stoicism teaches us you are not your feelings, you are your actions. When you separate the two, you become dangerous.
209 assault choppers up the ass, man. You know, we're losing 1 out of every 9 lows. That's no duck walk anymore, man. Let me tell you. Forget about 13 fight.
Well, what do you suggest that is reasonable? Excuse me, one more.
In the right way. Section 10. Legacy. What will outlive you? At the end, Tony had everything and nothing. A mansion, but no peace. Power, but no legacy. You don't win because you rise. You win because you last. What will they say when you're gone? That you chased noise or built something real? The Stoic man lives for legacy. Not likes, not applause, but impact. His name carries weight because his actions never needed a spotlight. Build your legacy in silence. Let the results speak for generations. This is Men of Power. We don't chase approval, we chase mastery. If you're ready to earn your place in the world, not as a boy, but as a man, subscribe and build with us. Money first, then respect. Only then, power.
Long lost in this world so wide, searching for a place to lay my pride. Through the moonlit nights I travel far, underneath the shimmering stars, but the city lights just ain't my scene. I need the countryside where I can dream.